Today we're going to talk about the new Splatoon game that's coming up. Splatoon Raiders plus Splatoon 3 got some updates. Pokémon Z-A pre-orders are now available, so that's good news for him. I don't really care. They don't really care about us. The Zelda movie has been delayed, and Nintendo gave us their sales report for the Switch 2. So, let's hit the intro. Okay, so first things first. The Zelda movie has been delayed. Remco...
I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Again.
Well, I don't know. Was it already delayed?
We have to wait such a long time, and now it's even delayed. And
yeah, but I don't think it's delayed again, unless you know more than me.
No, but there were some problems, right, with the
Really?
the productions. I don't know.
I don't know, really? Tell me. I have no idea. So, what kind of problems?
I have no idea. I heard some problems.
No, I have no idea, but it's just the only thing that we know now is that it's delayed for the first time with 6 weeks. Yeah, so the original date was March 26, 2027, by the way, not 2026. And it's going to be May 7th, 2027 now. So 6 weeks later. Yeah. So I don't know, are you referring to like what kind of problems you're referring to? Because this is what Miyamoto himself wrote on X. So, let me quote. This is Miyamoto, is what he writes. For those wondering, like, hey, who's this person tweeting? His name is,
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Shigeru Miyamoto is right there. Let me remind everyone, let's open this tweet with, this is Miyamoto. So, for everyone, to clarify, yes, to be sure, it's not someone else hacking Miyamoto. No, this is Miyamoto. For production reasons, we are changing the release for the live-action film of The Legend of Zelda to May 7, 2027. It will be some weeks later than the release timing we originally announced, and we will take that extra time to make the film as good as it can be. Thank you for your patience. So that's what Miyamoto tweeted, and I thought, you know what, let's open this podcast with that, because this is... It's news dear to our hearts. 6 weeks later.
6 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. What did you say?
No, the legend has spoken.
The legend has spoken.
Miyamoto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, do you have anything else to say about this? Or
No. Well, we just have to wait a little bit longer. Then, yeah.
I think it's very polite of Miyamoto. And just of the. Like, why even, this specific date now, at this moment in time? It could also be like, okay, spring 2027, but no, let's pin the date exactly, and, let's delay it with exactly 6 weeks now, and, I saw some joke on the internet, like, they're still trying to cast all the 999 Korok seats, for the movie. The Korok, or not the seats, but the Korok figures, so that's it. On to the next Splatoon news. So, there's coming a Splatoon spin-off, not split-off, a Splatoon spin-off. Named Splatoon Raiders. This is the first ever Splatoon spin-off, and it's a single-player game. And now on the screen probably you'll see some shots. And I watched this trailer. Did you see the trailer, actually?
No, not yet.
Okay, but I'm the big Splatoon fan. You're the Pokemon fan, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It's your section.
That's my section. I care about the splatter. So Splatoon Raiders is a single-player game. And I'm thinking, okay, that's nice, maybe. But let's not forget that the most fun part about Splatoon is the multiplayer. Because the single-player... mode in Splatoon is just, in my opinion, very boring, and I know that some people, they love Splatoon 2 and the single player, and also the Octo expansion that, I didn't play the Octo expansion. Okay, I'm sorry, but I did play the single player mode in Splatoon 2 and 3, and I'm just wondering, like, what's gonna be different in this single player game, Splatoon Raiders, than the single player modes in the previous Splatoon games, because otherwise it's just like Splatoon 4, this, but then without the multiplayer. So, okay, there should be something different. And I kind of, at the end of the trailer there was something, but I kind of forgot. There was some glimpse of something. I don't know. So we'll find out maybe in the next trailer. It's a Switch 2 exclusive game, so there's that. And for the rest, we don't know. We don't know anything.
No, so no Switch 1 version?
No, it's a Switch 2 exclusive, yes.
But for the Switch 1, there's going to be an update, right? For the Splatoon that's now here, the Splatoon 3.
And indeed, in other Splatoon news, so Splatoon 3 got an update on June 12th, so at the moment of filming a few days ago. I had no time to check it out myself yet, but in this new update we got 30 new weapons. They're raising the maximum freshness, and that is important, Remco, as you know.
Need to have it nice and fresh,
Yes, fresh and fruity.
Fresh
that's how I like it. The Fresh Prince, indeed. How's he doing, by the way? Anyways, they're going to change the online matchmaking. That's good. I hope. There's a returning stage from Splatoon 1 that I didn't play because this game was only on the Wii U. And who has a Wii U? Well, Remco knows someone who I also know. But for the rest, not many people had a Wii U. And this game was not in Splatoon. The level was not in Splatoon 2 and 3. So it's returning. It's named Urchin Underpass. And for the rest, everyone with the Switch 1 can play Splatoon 3 against people with a Switch 2. So that's nice, We can compete against each other, the Switch 1ers versus the Switch 2ers. And on the Switch 2, there will also be some visual enhancements in certain points of the game or something. So I don't know. It was, said like that. So they're... I'm a little bit hyped. It's been a few months since I played this game, so I have to get used to the controls again. I hope to get Remco to play some Splatoon with me. Actually, I tried that also like a long time ago. Actually, I tried that, but didn't get him this far. But maybe now is the time. I can lend him this game digitally for 2 weeks. Or it's a physical game, so I just have to give him the physical game card, I guess. But because it's really a fun and nice game. I mean it.
Yeah, it's fun. I played the multiplayer with you online, right? That was very nice.
Yeah, but not with me.
Well, you were sitting next to me.
Yeah. But you didn't play together with me multiplayer.
No, not together.
Because we need 2 switches for that,
Just a single player multiplayer online.
Indeed. You played it online multiplayer, yeah. But indeed, if you would play it with me, I would kick your ass, Remco. Because just watch your words here. No, I'm really just watch out.
Not really
but
scared.
I think Splatoon is one of those few games that we actually maybe might need 2 copies of the game, to play it against each other. And maybe you're not convinced yet, but I really, not as much as the one-piece trading card game, but I really want to play Splatoon with you, It's very romantic, but I think that you could be very good at it. Because if I see how good you are in certain games, then I think that you could be very powerful, a very powerful Splatoon player.
Gonna make a very powerful enemy.
No, I mean it. You're good in shooters. No, I mean it.
Yeah.
I think you can be very good. If you just give it like 30, 40 minutes, you can be one of the best. Just give it those 30, 40 minutes. Of your time. And anyway, so that's it for the Splatoon news. Let's get to Pokemon.
So this week, Nintendo announced they're going to be the pre-orders for Pokémon Z-A is going to be available, and I saw a price range for the basic one for €65 it was, and you have like these different bundles from the normal bundle, so it's only the game. I saw a Trainers bundle, Champions bundle, and the Champions bundle is actually the game with lots of merchandise. You have the few Pokemon statues of Mega Charizard X and Y. You get a Pokemon umbrella. You get these pins. You get a
real umbrella.
A real umbrella, yeah. I don't know. Probably not gonna use it, but
well, it's the Netherlands here, so
yeah. So you might want to need it.
yeah.
So lots of bundles, but I didn't already expect the pre-order right now on the site from Nintendo.
But I have a question, because these are physical things you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like a real physical umbrella in real life, right?
Yes.
Not in game.
Merch, yes, sir.
but you can buy this game like on your Switch, like online. Like in your Switch online? Like you can pre-order it online, like I did with Donkey Kong Bonanza?
Yeah, but you can pre-order it online, but it's it's still a physical game if you mean that. But
but what if I just order it on my Switch 2 right now? If I want to pre-order it right now, like, will I get the umbrella? Will they send it to my house, or?
If you select that bundle, like the trainer bundle and the champions bundle, like the most expensive one, it's in there.
Because then Nintendo would need my address, right? Like, so if I go now to the Nintendo eShop, right? Like, for example, okay.
Yeah, just go there and you see the Pokémon Z-A, and see all the different bundles. But I'm curious to see what they're gonna do if you say like, okay, I want the digital version, but I also want the Pokemon merchandise.
Yeah.
But they would really need, they would need your address, of course.
Because I want the digital version. If I guess so. Okay, so.
Okay, we'll see. So
this is it. Like Pokemon Z-A.
Yes, that's it.
€70, €60.
Yes.
And €10. So you're not able to get this stuff you're talking about maybe on the Switch. Because
no.
€70. Because you said 65 right now.
Yeah. But for the game itself.
Yeah, but for Switch 1 or 2, because the game itself is €60 on the Switch 1 and €70 on Switch 2. I see.
What's that for the Switch 2?
65. Okay. The stuff Remco's talking about, the bundle with all the goodies, the umbrella, the dildo, all those things. You have to buy the physical game probably, and not this digital game. Yeah,
it's physical, all right. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let me show you what.
Because this game, and I see it's 10 gigabytes, so it's not big at all.
Let's see.
Okay, so you need to buy the physical game.
Yeah, like you see here, it's a physical game, and so for the Champions bundle, you get like the umbrella. Oh, you also get a hat and a cup with the starters.
Okay, so why would anyone want to wear a hat under their umbrella? Huh? Did they think about this? Oh no, but it's interesting. And I have a question. Oh, it's a cap.
It's a cap. Yeah, a cap. Yeah.
Question. Is Pokemon Z-A, is there something in this game like with rain a lot, or is there something happening with, like, why would they make an umbrella? You know, like, is it something in the game? You know, like,
maybe it's raining a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because normally you have like these environmental changes in Pokemon. So sometimes you have rain or sun or stuff like that.
No rain, no game.
But not only rain. No, that's. And have the Rain Man inside there.
Okay, so this is the physical bundle, and it costs.
Yeah. This one is 95.
It's crazy. And the other one, just the regular game.
So the regular one, I saw it for 65.
For Switch 2. Well, that's a steal, because then it would be €5 cheaper.
Let's see.
Than the digital version, which is, as they would say in Japan, Doge. Tsikawe, no, that's what they would say in Ukraine. Totemo no, interesting. Omoshiroi desu.
That's a different price.
What's the price?
I see here like a Switch 2, but it has something like a bonus with it. €70.
Yeah.
You have the Switch 1 edition for €60.
Yeah, it's the same as here.
But you can also get it digital. You can choose for digital, but it's still the same price as the physical one.
Yes, but no goodies, no umbrella.
No. And the Switch 2 edition, you see the physical edition here on this site.
Yeah.
On Nintendo's website.
Yeah.
And you also have like the upgrade pack, and that's
the upgrade
€10 more. Yeah, that's for the Switch 1 plus this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 60 plus 10 indeed. If someone indeed. If you maybe want to play it also on your Switch 1. But actually, on the internet, someone tried out the Switch 2 version of the Zelda games. And they put the Switch 2 cartridge in the Switch 1, and it works.
Oh.
So probably for this game as well. If you buy the Switch 2 version of the game, and you put it in your Switch 1, it would probably also work. Because it's on both systems. But thank you. Yeah,
so you're probably not gonna buy, not sure if you're even gonna buy Pokemon Z-A or one of these bundles, you know.
I mean, if you...
So many bundles.
Yeah, but the bundle is only for the physical game.
Yeah.
So... And I'm doing everything digital this generation, for the Switch. So, I'm sorry. No, I mean,
don't be sorry.
yeah. Okay,
But
well,
still, well,
super cool.
I'm gonna pre-order, but not sure which bundle I'm gonna choose because it's just merch. So
But you're the champion, right?
I'm the champion.
You want to be the very best.
But do I need all these merch to be the very best?
No, it's the same as that you don't need the Pro Controller.
I don't need
right?
an umbrella. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the figurines from the Mega Charizards, those are cool. And maybe, I don't know, the cup, it's okay.
Yeah.
But the cap I don't really need, or the I don't know. I don't know. Let's just move on.
Yeah. So the Nintendo Switch 2 sales report. Well, little tiny sales report here. 3.5 million Nintendo Switch 2 consoles have been sold in the first 4 days.
That's a new record.
New record! So it is a new record. It is the fastest selling Nintendo console ever.
Crazy.
And it's funny because it's the fastest Nintendo launch ever, but the least it's the most underwhelming launch also.
Yeah.
So
a bit controversial also. So yeah.
The fastest selling, but the most underwhelming launch with just one game that one Nintendo Switch 2 game, because we don't count World Tour, right? Or Welcome Tour.
Welcome Tour, yeah.
Just forget about that. So there's only one Nintendo Switch 2 launch game, Mario Kart World. So very underwhelming indeed. A lot of third-party games, but if you already have a PS5 or a PC or an Xbox, most of you have played those games already. So yeah, at the moment, the first 10 days, Mario Kart World. But anyways, everyone is buying the Switch 2. Lots of people. It was not sold out in lots of places. Maybe here in the Netherlands, yes, but not in America.
Yes.
Because Furukawa kept his word.
Oh.
And Sir Talk-A-Lot, as we call him for the past few months, he was talking a lot about how he would do everything to prevent, the Switch 2 from being sold out. How to prevent the dramatic events that happened during the launch of the Switch 1 for happening again,
Yeah, people were crying, raging. Like
people were picnic.
people.
Pikmin.
Also Pikmin crying probably like.
Yeah. So that didn't happen. But here in the Netherlands, according to my source, Remco-chan, it did happen.
Yeah, so I did some research. I was walking inside. So I already had the Nintendo Switch 2. I was looking in the store like, oh, I don't see a Nintendo Switch 2. And this big electronics store, Cool Blue, I asked him like, where's the Switch 2? I see games, I see nothing. Like, yeah, everything is already sold out. Like, because also pre-orders. Well, yeah, that sold out. The pre-order was like over in like 1 or 2 hours. He told me. So we really missed the boat in that one. And also I went to this other electronics store, the Media Market, but they only had like these accessories, like only 1 or 2. And they had Mario Kart World and Split Fiction, but not the console itself. They had a lot of PlayStation 5s, I saw, but no Nintendo Switch 2. Lots of Nintendo Switch 1 merchandise and consoles and everything. I was also looking for a micro SD express card, so that's why I was in these stores. But the last store I mentioned, they didn't have these cards. I'm like, okay, well.
I have a question. Did you see cardboard signs in these stores? Huge cardboard signs where it says Switch 2 is sold out.
No, I didn't actually.
Okay, that's interesting.
No. But they didn't even mention anything. It's
strange
weird.
Because I have seen some YouTube videos, and in America, Nintendo, they pre-made these huge signs like sold out.
Sold out.
So they had enough Switches, at least in the States, but some stores of course sold out. And so Nintendo already had made these signs, beforehand, but not here in the Netherlands apparently. Okay,
to be prepared. Yeah,
they were prepared.
You're like, okay, I'll screw you, and like, should have bought one earlier, or just. Yeah. I don't know why.
Oh, let me just quickly get to this water bottle, because you're all morning long you're wondering like, Tycho, why the hell we have these nice NintenDUO cups, and what is this water bottle, right?
So thirsty.
Because But you're not asking questions. But I wanna tell you now because this is.
I want answers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's stainless steel.
Yeah. So this water bottle, I mean, it's huge. Like hold it for a sec. Hey, you want to take a sip of water?
It's heavy.
It's really heavy.
You all know why. Oh.
Well, it's filled with water.
Yes.
So let me take a sip. That's how you do it. So this water bottle, by the way, this podcast is not sponsored. We don't have viewers. So if you're watching this, please subscribe. And if you want to sponsor us, let us know. This water bottle. I'm working in a hotel, as you know. Maybe you're also at home. At the reception. So a guy came in, a check-in.
I don't know what's happening at hotel, but
a check-in. Look, a little pre-story here. I went to Sevilla recently, and at Schiphol Airport here in Amsterdam, I was not allowed to take my water bottle. Right? Suddenly, they changed the rules in September 2024. Because first we were allowed to take our water bottles, and they said, no, sir, keep your water inside, keep your laptop in your bag. No. We do it like this now, but now, since September 2024 or something, they changed the rules back, and now we have to empty our water bottles, and the laptop has to be out of the bag. They changed it back, the rules, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But I didn't know that, okay?
I didn't know.
And so my water bottle was filled with water. And then the guy said, because I didn't know. You know? Yeah. I mean, you're laughing, but how should I know? Like, suddenly they changed the rules. It's nowhere, Like,
No.
They changed the rules back. Like, there's no signs anywhere. You understand? Like, first, it was like this. We always empty the water bottle. But now they changed the rules. And there's no signs anywhere like empty your bottles. No. Really.
No, I know. But there were, like, signs like, don't empty your bottles. You can keep your bottle with you. And it was on top of the trash can even. And people still throwing away bottles. But now they didn't reverse it. No signs.
Yeah, I never
no
threw
messages.
away. I mean, it's like an expensive water bottle, eh?
I know.
Like I would not throw it away.
No, but you double down. Well, I'm going to get this one.
No. It's just... No, this is later. But now let's get back. I'm talking about when I'm at Schiphol Airport. So it's strange that there was no sign anywhere, like before you get to the hand luggage, like you're not allowed to take your water bottle, empty your water bottles. Why is there no sign anywhere? Because they changed this rule suddenly. But okay. Maybe they did it for a week or something. But I'm not flying every week. Anyways, so then I asked him, can you empty it? He said, no, you have to go back all the way to the beginning, But then it means, it would mean, because are you alone? Yes. Yeah, then take your luggage, go back all the way to the beginning, there you can empty, blah, blah, blah. But it would mean that I have to wait in line again for the hand luggage, you know, like, and I didn't want to do that. But like, it was super crowded, So then I said, okay, just throw it away. Just throw it away, like the bidon itself.
Oh,
like, the one that I bought, the one that I'm using for many years,
Yeah, I know. Like,
okay, just take...
expensive one,
Yeah, the expensive one. Okay, just throw it away. Maybe it's 25 euro or something. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, but then everything... Yeah, okay, yeah. Because he could not empty it. Why, at this airport, is he not able to empty it somewhere? Like, put something behind him, like... Something. It's very strange. Like, why... Because at other airports, in other countries, it sometimes happened, and then they would empty it, But here, no, you have to go... So that didn't make any sense. And then I had to say goodbye to my water bottle that I was using for many, many years. And I was in Spain, Sevilla, Malaga, Cadiz, looking for a new water bottle. No, seriously. Couldn't find it. Then I flew to Vienna, looking for a new water bottle. This is not a joke.
Oh, like a...
What?
Like the previous one, yeah.
Yeah, like not exactly the same, but just like like a bidon that I can use, like a nice one, and not one that says Sevilla or something else, but just a nice water bottle. Couldn't find it. Also not in Vienna. Then I went back to Amsterdam. Still, then I went to work in the hotel, and I was talking about it with my colleagues. Like, I need a big water bottle. I need a new one because I have one, but it's smaller. But I want a water bottle, I said to my colleagues. It didn't happen. But now, a few weeks later, then this hotel guest came. He check-in, a guy from Colorado. Maybe he's watching right now. Would be nice. Let me know in the comment section down below. Small chance. But if it's you,
You want to thank him, right?
I mean, I remember his name, but I'm not going to say it right now because of privacy reasons. But if it's you, comment down below. Anyways, he came inside a check-in, you know, and then he put this bottle on the desk, you know, on the counter.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, saying his name. And then I was like, wow, nice water bottle. And, you know, I turned it, you know, like, wow.
Stanley.
Yeah, nice water bottle. Stanley, indeed. Nice water bottle. And then he said, you can have it. And I said, okay, watch out what you say, because I will take it, you know. I'll take it.
I'll take it from you.
No, really. You can have it. Okay. You know, you don't have to say it twice. I'll take it. And it was brand new. Like, the package was, you know, there was still paper around it.
It wasn't even used.
It was not used. It was brand new. There was still paper, instructions inside how to use the water bottle, really.
Oh.
Everything was brand new.
How
brand
nice
new.
of him.
And then, because he went to a conference and they handed it out to him and blah, 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 blah. And he really, I'm just dragging this around. And I was like, whoa, but I'm looking for a water bottle. You know, I said I went to Spain, I went to Morocco, I went to the moon, you know. Yeah. And so then I took it, you know. I mean, I took his water bottle. I'm very happy. And this water bottle, how much do you think that this one costs?
He gave it, I don't know, $30, 40?
€50, 50.
Damn. That's one expensive water bottle right there.
It's very expensive. And now, obviously, what you're I know what you're thinking.
Yes.
You're thinking this is the perfect water bottle, you know. But let me tell you, it isn't. So, my quick water bottle review right here. Okay, so this is the Stanley, I forgot the name, blah, 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 2.0 H2O, blah, blah, blah. Very, very difficult name. Not this.
No.
Water bottle. So, it's very nice. It keeps your drinks hot and cold, you know. So I noticed, you know, because at work, at the hotel where I work, we got a water machine with ice cold water, and it stays cold in this water bottle. But there are some downsides to this water bottle. So, of course, it's very big. But if you want to carry this around in your bag, on the sides, you know, like on your side pocket, like a normal bottle, this doesn't really fit. So, okay, that's a little downside. But if this, for example, stands on a table or on your hotel desk, it can easily drop. You know, I mean, I'm not going to do it right now, but because it's thinner at the bottom and thicker on the top. But you know, that's still, you know, it annoys me a little bit. Also with a vase with flowers, I would like it to be just straight here. But the thing that's the most, you know, that you wouldn't expect. So, if you take off this straw, here, can you hold this for a sec? Thank you very much. So, this closes. You would, you know, you can turn this. You can also take a sip from here, you know, like this.
Very interesting.
Very cool. But then I can turn this around. And I would think, okay, like this, the water bottle is sealed. So if I would turn it around, the water will not come out. But the thing is, with this water bottle, it's not sealed. If I turn this around, the water will just drip out.
Oh, so
like I can show it here with the NintenDUO cup, which is empty. But that's a very bad thing. Because this water bottle is €50. And why is it not sealed?
maybe you should
No,
turn it 180 degrees, maybe the other side, or
no, and the other side is the hole of for the straw.
yeah,
180 degrees. You understand?
yeah. But if you like turn it like this,
Yeah.
is it sealed then over here?
You think? Because it's the hole of for the straw. So
Just gonna
obviously it's
try.
not sealed.
No, no, it's on both. No, so
Yeah, but
it's
it's obvious because there's a hole. I mean, like if you look at it. Yeah.
I didn't see it. Yeah,
So
it's so big.
that is the bad thing about this water bottle. I think like it would be the perfect water bottle if it was able to seal, you know, because now if you put it in your bag or somewhere or in the hotel even and it falls. I mean, I tried this out on the desk. I was working. I thought, oh, is it? And then, no, the whole desk was wet. You know, I was shocked. Anyways, still appreciate this water bottle, but I think I will just use it at home.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's why this water bottle has been standing here this whole podcast. I was foreshadowing it, and now giving you this free water bottle review live here in the NintenDUO Podcast of episode 12, I think.
12, yeah.
So thank you so much for watching, Remco. By the way, we're not at the end.
No.
But I just had to do this in between. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's a perfect water bottle for if you're at home and you're playing Mario Kart World like for hours. Yeah, well, like 1 liter or I think it's the metric system here.
1.2.
1.2 liters here. So you get enough water for playing like a knockout tour or something, or listening to the next section.
The next section, because I thought we were at the end. I said thank you for watching, but I do thank you for watching very much.
We still thank you. We still love you guys.
And gals. And everything in between also. But more importantly, let's go back to the past. I don't know whose turn it is. We'll figure that out, but let's go. Oh, sorry, you wanted to say something?
Retro Rewind, my man.
Retro Rewind. So, my mother gave me this book for my birthday, the Nintendo 64 Encyclopedia. And every week Remco and I were reading, well, one of us is reading, a game to the other. And of course, we're censoring a few words. So last week I did, I will not spoil, but I did a game and Remco maybe guessed it. We can say it was the Blues Brothers 2000. Which, of course, this iconic game for Nintendo 64. I thought, you know what? Let's read it. But I'm curious, Remco, what game you're going to pick?
Oh, I have one. I think you know this game, but... Let's see.
N64. I mean, when we were kids, we played a lot of N64. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a nice one. So,
sure. Sorry, if you know the answer to the game, let us know down below the timestamp when you guessed it, and maybe you can guess it before I guess it.
Yeah, so if you even know the game right now, even without me saying a word, you get 10 points.
Okay, I will not look to the right because I feel like don't show me the pages.
I want to also
because
show to the viewers.
I'm almost seeing the pages. So yeah, yes.
Okay, well I can almost read it.
yeah. Just
I'll sit like this then.
Yeah.
So.
yeah.
See the microphone.
That's
okay. Well, so
no. Okay, it's okay. I will not look to the right.
That's for the viewers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start. Well, when the original James Bond was released in the arcades in 1994, a message that appeared during the game's attract mode promised that it would be available for your home in 1995, only on Nintendo Ultra 64. Obviously, the console was significantly delayed, so instead, Rare ported James Bond, albeit as significantly watered down, but still entertaining version to the 16-bit the SNES. Despite obvious differences between the arcade and the SNES versions, the latter still shifted more than 3 million copies. So when Rare started to work on a James Bond 2 arcade game, the original plan was to bring this to the SNES as well.
SNES?
Okay. You know what it's about? Yeah?
No. SNES. Interesting.
What? Yeah.
No, maybe.
Okay, well, eventually, though, greater sense prevailed, and this was shifted over to the Nintendo 64, so that the promise of a 64-bit home console James Bond game could finally be met. Despite the title suggesting a sort of special edition of the first game, then this is actually a port of James Bond 2. Instead,
let me just. So James Bond is, of course, not really written there, Remco. Just to
no.
Oh, battery exhausted.
It is on.
Okay, Remco's battery is exhausted. I mean,
he's so exhausted. So
yeah, let's finish this quick because the camera cannot hold it any longer. Strange, but it's pretty warm outside.
Yeah, it's so hot,
and also inside.
Okay, so where was I? So, despite the title suggesting a sort of special edition of the first game, then this is actually a port of James Bond 2 instead, meaning 3 playable characters, James Bond, M, and Q, have been removed, and 3 new ones are added in place.
Yeah, wooden. Yeah, give me some names.
Antonio Banderas is a ninja teenager who's trying to protect her people from new boss Gargos, who looks like a gargoyle naturally, and you have you have M is an Amazonian warrior. Q is a Conan-like chap, armed with a big sword. Although the new faces are welcome additions, the three departing characters were among the most popular in the first game, so fans were far from happy at their removal at the time. The combo system that served as the first game's most defining characteristics has also been given more prominence because normal moves are more likely to knock down opponents than before. This means players are encouraged to focus more on combos to damage them more efficiently. To help the player on the receiving end of the comboee, if you will, the game's combo breaker system has been made easier, making breaks more likely. The result is a game that continues its predecessor's heavy emphasis on combo and combo breakers, but to even more of an extent. Perhaps the most interesting thing about James Bond is the way it differs from its arcade source material by handling the visuals in an alternative manner. The arcade version's increased power means sprites have been more detail and more frames of animation at times, especially during the character selection screen. But the backgrounds are essentially pre-rendered movies which play forwards and backwards as the screen scrolls to give the illusion their perspective is changing as the camera moves. Nintendo 64 ditches this deceit in favor of doing it properly with fully polygonal backgrounds which are slightly lower quality but given a more realistic sense of movement. Run a full 60 frames per second and allow for dramatic zooms. As a result, where the NES for the SNES James Bond looked undeniably worse than the arcade game, this time Nintendo 64 performed so well that deciding which version looked best was a matter of personal taste. And that was it.
Man, I'm almost falling asleep here. So, I think that this is not a game for me. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, well, what kind of game do you think it is? I'm gonna give you a hint.
I
be nice this time.
I have no idea what kind of game this is. I mean, I have some idea, but Rare made this game, so I have no idea.
Rare
I
made this game.
don't know any games. I don't know what game. I mean, because it's not a shooter. That's what I think. It's not a shooter.
No.
It's like it's either a fighter or like a Japanese JRPG, but Rare is not a Rare's from the UK, so it's not a JRPG. It looks like a little bit like a fighter, but Street Fighter is not from Rare, and it was also not really on the N64. But with the moving backgrounds and stuff, I would think more of like Final Fantasy, but that's from Squaresoft. So. It's from Rare, and then we got Conker's Bad Fur Day, we got Donkey Kong, but what else did Rare do? Yeah, Perfect Dark or something, but that's all. That's all not it. So
I know this game,
and I don't think I know this game.
It's Rare. Well, I think you know it. It's Rare. It is a fighting game.
Yes,
another hint.
It's a Rare game, this, because I don't think I've ever. Oh,
it's
but it's not. I mean, because yes. Killer Instinct, for example, but it's also not a game that was also on the SNES. So. This is N64, and you were also talking about 64DD.
What were you saying?
Yeah.
What
Killer
game?
Instinct that was on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, and then
is it from Rare?
It's Killer Instinct Gold. It is. You were right.
Why did I say Killer Instinct?
It was on Instinct. You said that.
No, yeah, I said Killer Instinct because the fighting.
Yeah,
it's a fighting game. Oh, but it's from Rare.
It's from Rare. It's one of the it used to be Rare.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No.
That is incredible.
I know,
this
Donkey
is your
Kong
game,
from
of
Rare.
course.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I played it a lot.
Killer Instinct Gold. Well, I've never heard of this because I just know the SNES version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you play this game?
I played it like recently on the Nintendo Switch online, and on I downloaded like
this game.
This game, yeah, I tried it. Like,
okay, so it's on NSO.
Yes, I played it.
But then we can play it on this YouTube channel,
of course.
Well, that's pretty good. I don't know why I said Killer Instinct.
It was an Instinct, I think.
I mean, it's a fighting game, and I was thinking like, Street Fighter is from Capcom.
Yes.
But Killer Instinct is from Rare. I didn't know that.
Oh, so Donkey Kong was from Rare.
But why did they stop? Because
Why
Killer
they
Instinct is not on the Xbox or something. They didn't continue with Killer Instinct, right?
No,
That's
I think
interesting.
there was one version. I'm not sure. And afterwards, they stopped. Like probably because like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, those games are more popular, and it's sort of like a Mortal Kombat game, sort of.
Yeah, it's hard, eh?
Mortal Kombat is a little bit more brutal, but
But this was also brutal. That's what I
that's
remember.
like in between. Yeah, it's
Oh.
also with the combat like ultra.
I remember how you were beep, my beep, back in the days.
And made your peep a lot bigger.
Anyways, well, thank you.
Yeah, well, this was nice.
So, did any of you guess it? I wonder. I just want to say one last thing to end this podcast.
Oh.
Can you give me that little Chinese box? Yes. Okay, so
There you go, sir.
yes, on the same day as when this hotel guest gave me the water bottle, the check-in.
Yeah.
I'll make it quick because the camera's overheating.
Yeah.
In the morning, there was a
So-
Chinese hotel guest, and he gave me this bracelet. He gave me this bracelet on the same day.
The beats.
He gave me this bracelet, which is still a bit too big for my wrist because I have very thin wrists. But apparently it means luck. That's what my boss said, who is also Chinese, the boss of the hotel. So this means luck, this bracelet. And a Chinese guest gave it to me. He might be watching because I gave him my card,
Oh, nice.
my Tycho from Amsterdam card, so not NintenDUO. But anyway, so this, on the same day, both of them were given to me on Friday the 13th. It was a very good day. And with that, I want to end this podcast. Ni hao. So Remco, thank you very much for being here today.
Yeah, thank
me.
you. And also, we had a nice podcast, some nice news, and yeah,
Splatoon, Pokémon, Nintendo sales report,
you're doing good.
and also something else, what I forgot right now. So another game thing, Zelda, I think, the movie, which has been
movie.
delayed with 6
Yeah.
weeks. I don't know how I'm going to... I mean, March would be better, before my birthday. But okay, let's do it after, on May 7th. May 7th, 2027. Well, that is like 1 year after GTA 6. Or, because GTA 6 will probably get delayed again, half a year after GTA 6. So,
Again and again.
again and again and again, Ganondorf.
And with that, we end this podcast.
Yeah, you know what I want? I want Dr. Mario as an icon on my Switch too. Make it happen.
No.